What's happening, everybody? This is DJ Gary. We back with another video. Don't forget to like this, comment, subscribe. Shout out to all the Aries. Uh, you know, for me, I've always been a fan of songs, and I've always been a fan of different renditions of different songs. And Motown always been very uh, open with their own company, their own artists doing covers of other artists on a roster. So you have, let's say, um, Marvin Gaye would do, Ain't That Peculiar, and then Smokey Robinson, The Miracles would do it 2 years later. Or I heard it through the grapevine. Glass Night did it, and then Marvin Gaye would do a version, et cetera, right? So this song in particular is very rare, and it's really one of those songs like I fell in love with, and it's Tammy Terrell's Come On and See Me, released in 1966. This wasn't a huge hit, but it had some it had some minor success, not big success. Um, it's really one of those songs like uh, very like uh, how you say it. It's very um, like a spontaneous, infectious performance. It's one of those songs that you would repeat over and over. This was written by Harvey Fuqua and Johnny Bristow. Harvey Fuqua and Johnny Bristow went on to write many of Marvin and Tammy's hits, but this is like the earliest in Tammy's Terrell solo career on Motown. Come On and See Me. Uh, I really love this record. I think this should have been one of those ones that catapulted her to higher success. She's, rest in peace to Tammy Terrell. She does a great job on this song, and I think her performance is probably like one of the best of all time. I find myself really playing this song quite often. Whoever it be, I'll be taking my walks or in the car. I just hit the aux and play this version. In her live version too, she really like put her foot in it. I always say like she's probably like one of the second best female voices next to Etta James. Um, but let's get into who else covered this song. So who else covered Come On and See Me was the Supremes. They had a version of Come On and See Me. I don't believe this was released on their album. I think it was kind of like a bonus track on an expanded edition of on one of their albums. that came out um, not too long ago. Um, on one of their albums, it was like a expanded edition, and I don't think this was one of the songs. Supreme's a Go Go. That's what it was. Supreme's a Go Go, and yeah, this their version wasn't on the original A Go Go album, but they did a version. I'm quite sure all the Supremes fans and Motown fans are a preview to this version. Um, this is their version is not that far off from Tammy's version instrumentation wise. I think it's the same. There might have been a couple of edit out things, or maybe the mix is different. Um, maybe that's about it. I think their version is okay. I think Diana, gives it the Diana treatment. Um, maybe this could have been a demo. Their version could have been a demo. Um, their version is okay. I don't. I was really surprised to hear their version. So yeah, it's okay. I wouldn't really write home about it, but yeah, I think it's a cool version. Her Diane's performance is okay. Not as strong as Tammy's, but it's decent. The next version we got, uh, I think this came out. I don't even think this was a single for Chris Clark. I think this came out. I think it could have been a single for Chris Clark, or it could have been like a outtake that was added on to a compilation. But this was recorded around the same time of the Supremes version and Tammy Terrell's version. Um, I think for me, this version is okay. It's not. It's not one of my favorite versions. Neither is Dairos and Supremes, but it it does what it does. Um, I say it's an okay version. Same instrumentation, so it just goes to show you like this probably was shopped to a couple of people before Tammy got it, or maybe Tammy got it and then everybody else got it, but their version wasn't as good to put out, so they just held on to it. Chris Clark versions came out like 2007, so it just goes to show you, um, what they thought of Diana's version and Chris Clark's. Now, interesting enough, uh, this next one, "Come On and See Me," it got remade. Tammy Terrell, Marvin Gaye remade it uh, for their album "You Are All I Need." Um, this is kind of like a more of a. This is updated. This is kind of like a bit more. Um, funky. It's more of a funkier vibe, but more of like a, Marvin put his own. If you didn't other, Julia, come on and see. He put his own thing in there, and then Tammy come in there. Stick by you, right here weeping. Like that dynamic uh performance, that dynamic duo. They made it. This is the version that I grew up on, like that I knew about. I didn't know about Tammy's version, and I played Tammy's version like a little more than this version. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. Um, I'm not calling any version other than other than Tammy's or Marvin's garbage or anything like that. No, I'm just saying like what performance captivated me was Tammy's version. Tammy's version for me is first, then Marvin and Tammy. Um, those two really does it for me. Um, if I want like a different vibe, I'll definitely check out Diana Ross version and Chris Clark's. But for me, these two just does it for me. Something about Marvin's um, his uh, grittiness in the performance. Something about Tammy's um, Tammy Terrell vocals is like a tornado. It just comes in and swoop you in. Marvin is just put that gritty thing on it and make it really that more 10 times appealing. So anyway, that's all I want to say right there. Let me know what you guys think. Which version do you like better? Which version do you love better? For me, Marvin, Tammy's, and then Tammy's solo version, that does it for me. So that's all I want to say right there. Like the video, comment, subscribe. DJ Gary, I'm out.